Welcome back to Economy Quotient. Today, we're looking at some fresh crypto news from CoinMarketCap, and trust me, Bitcoin and Ethereum are both giving us plenty to talk about. Bitcoin is sitting near a very important level. Ethereum news is showing big institutional moves, and the crypto market feels like that one friend who says, I'm calm, but is clearly checking the chart every 5 seconds. Let's start with Bitcoin first. The first big headline is that Go Mining has launched GoBTC Pay, and the idea is very simple. Make Bitcoin easier to use for everyday payments. For many years, people have called Bitcoin digital gold. That means people usually buy it, hold it, and wait. But GoBTC Pay is trying to bring back the original dream of Bitcoin, which is peer-to-peer electronic cash. In easy words, they want Bitcoin to be useful not only as an investment, but also as money you can actually spend. This is interesting because one of the biggest problems with Bitcoin payments has always been speed and cost. Imagine buying a coffee and waiting too long for the payment to settle. That is not fun. Nobody wants to stand at the counter while the barista looks at you like, bro, is your blockchain okay? So if GoBTC Pay can make Bitcoin payments faster and cheaper, this could help Bitcoin become more practical in real life. But remember, this is still early, and we need to see how many users and merchants actually adopt it. The next Bitcoin headline is about Solv Protocol moving around $700 million in tokenized Bitcoin infrastructure from Layer 0 to Chainlink. Now that sounds technical, so let's make it simple. Tokenized Bitcoin means Bitcoin being used in other parts of crypto, especially DeFi. It is like taking Bitcoin and giving it a passport so it can travel across different blockchain networks. But moving assets across chains can be risky. Bridges have been hacked many times in crypto history, and people become nervous when huge money is moving between blockchains. So, Solv moving to Chainlink's CCIP looks like a security-focused decision. The message here is clear. In crypto, speed is good, innovation is good, but security is everything. Because if a bridge breaks, it is not like dropping your wallet under the couch. It can be hundreds of millions gone. Now, the third Bitcoin headline is very important for traders. Bitcoin is facing a critical test around the 80.3K short-term holder cost basis. In simple words, this level is like the average buying price for recent Bitcoin buyers. If Bitcoin stays above this area, confidence can remain strong. But if it falls below it, some short-term holders may panic and sell. This does not mean Bitcoin will definitely crash. Crypto is never that simple. But it does mean this level is important to watch. Think of it like a football match. The 80K area is the defense line. If Bitcoin holds it, bulls can say we are still in the game. But if Bitcoin breaks below it strongly, bears may start shouting louder. There is also another positive Bitcoin story from the screenshot. Bitcoin ETF holdings have reportedly surged, with 92,000 BTC added. This tells us that institutional interest is still strong. ETFs are important because they make it easier for larger investors to get exposure to Bitcoin without directly holding the coins themselves. When ETF demand rises, it can support market confidence. But again, ETF flows can change quickly, so we should not treat one headline as a guaranteed moon ticket. Now let's move to Ethereum. The big Ethereum headline is about liquid staking expanding, as the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance deployed Treasury ETH using the Lido model. Let's explain that in easy English. Normally, when people stake ETH, they lock it to help secure the Ethereum network and earn rewards. But liquid staking gives them a token, like STETH, which represents their staked ETH, so they can still have flexibility while earning staking rewards. This is why institutions are interested. Big organizations do not always want their assets locked away with no flexibility. They want yield, but they also want access, control, and proper risk management. So this Ethereum liquid staking story is not just about one project. It shows a bigger trend. Institutions are slowly learning how to use Ethereum, not just as a coin, but as financial infrastructure. Then we have the Tether headline. Tether has reportedly frozen more than $500 million worth of USDT in 30 days across Ethereum and Tron. This is a big reminder that stablecoins are not just simple digital dollars. They are also monitored, controlled, and connected to enforcement actions. Some people will see this as positive because it helps stop suspicious funds. Other people will say it raises concerns about centralization and control. And honestly, both sides have a point. Stablecoins are useful because they move quickly, but when one issuer can freeze funds, it reminds everyone that not all crypto assets are the same. Bitcoin is very different from USDT. Ethereum is different from USDT, and stablecoins come with their own rules, risks, and responsibilities. So, what is the big picture today? Bitcoin news is mainly about adoption, security, and price levels. GoBTC Pay is trying to make Bitcoin easier to spend. Solv is moving tokenized Bitcoin infrastructure to Chainlink because security matters. And Bitcoin's 80K area is now a key level for market confidence. Ethereum news is more about institutions and infrastructure. Liquid staking is becoming more popular because it gives ETH holders more flexibility. And the Tether news reminds us that stablecoins are powerful, but also highly controlled. In my view, today's crypto news is not just about price going up or down. It is about crypto growing up. Bitcoin is trying to become more usable. Ethereum is becoming more attractive for institutions. Stablecoins are becoming more regulated, and investors are watching every move like it is the final episode of a Netflix series. But as always, this is not financial advice. Crypto can move very fast, and you should always do your own research before investing. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Keep learning, stay curious, and I will see you in the next video on Economy Quotient.